Hi guys, Matt V's Movies back from another video, and today is the second part of my Star Wars collection, looking at 3D releases. So the film we're going to be looking at this week is The Last Jedi, and I've only got one edition of this in 3D, but it's a Blu Fans double lenticular, so we're going to be having a bit of a closer look at this one today. I do own the film in 4K as well, but that's within a sort of special box set which I'm not featuring in this series. I have shown that on a different video, but yeah, we're going to be looking at this release today, and I'm going to get a little bit of sort of trivia, facts and figures about the film as well. Just before we get into that, if you're new to the channel, welcome. It'd be great if you could subscribe to the channel, really do appreciate it. So click the notification bell so you'll be informed when I upload a new video as well. Welcome back to existing subscribers, hope you're all doing well and keeping safe. Please give the video a thumbs up, that really does help out the channel and I really do appreciate that. Leave a comment, it's great to have comments on the channel. You know, I know this film is quite divided amongst the Star Wars fans, but yeah, I'd be interested to sort of hear your thoughts on this edition. And you can also find me on Instagram. I'm over there and I post pictures, so yeah, if you don't follow me over there, go and check me out on Instagram. Right, so let's get on today and have a bit of a closer look at this Blu Fans double lenticular. The Last Jedi came out in 2017, and in the UK it was certificate 12, and it ran for 2 hours and 32 minutes. Rey seeks to learn the ways of the Jedi under Luke Skywalker, its remaining member, to reinvigorate the Resistance war against the First Order. The release date in the UK was the 14th of December 2017, and this was directed by Rian Johnson. Cinematography was by Steve Yedlin, and the box office was $1.333 billion US. Cast included Daisy Ridley as Rey, Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker, John Boyega as Finn, Adam Driver as Kylo Ren, Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia, Kelly Marie Tran as Rose Tico, Oscar Isaac as Poe Dameron, Gwendolyn Christie as Captain Phasma, Lorna Dern as Vice Admiral Holdo, Domhnall Gleeson as General Hux, Andy Serkis as Supreme Leader Snoke, and Benicio del Toro as DJ. Now on to some trivia about the film. After reading the script for the first time, Mark Hamill told writer-director Rian Johnson, "I'm pretty much fundamentally disagree with every choice you made for this character. Now, having said that, I've gotten it off my chest, and my job now is to take what you have created and to do my best to realise your vision." He was surprised by the changes that Johnson made to Luke Skywalker. In order to get into the mindset of an older and weary Luke Skywalker, Hamill wrote a personal backstory for the character. With the passing of Kenny Baker, Anthony Daniels is now the only remaining actor to appear in all of the official Star Wars films. After first completing the arduous 600-foot climb on Island Skellig Michael Island, Mark Hamill had hoped he could avoid having to repeat the trek for additional scenes if he could somehow remain on the summit overnight, thus forfeiting the luxury of room service at his hotel. He suggested sleeping in a tent and staying in character. However, after some injuries were made with the Irish authorities, he was told by producer Kathleen Kennedy that he was not permitted to pitch a tent because the location is protected under UNESCO World Heritage Site. Carrie Fisher was also a well-known writer whose services were often called upon to act as script doctor for other films. She later began declining such assignments when producers would solicit her story ideas, then hire someone else to actually change the script and use Fisher's ideas without paying her. However, director Rian Johnson revealed that Fisher helped with the writing of the script for this film. And finally, although Disney decided not to use George Lucas's story outlines for episode 7, 8 and 9 after the purchase of his company, a couple of Lucas's ideas surfaced in the film, including Luke Skywalker living as a recluse and training a female Jedi. In Lucas' outline, her name was Kira. Kira is photonically similar to the name of a character in Solo, a Star Wars story. Kira, Lucas considered using Mol in the sequel trilogy, however, the character did not appear. Nevertheless, he appeared as a crime lord in Solo, a Star Wars story. Okay, so on to the Blu Fans edition. So I was going lucky to pick this one up on eBay. So it's a really nice lenticular cover on the front here, with Luke Skywalker sort of overlooking everyone else. Quite like that image. There's a couple of images, I think one with Ray at the top, but I do think it's a far better configuration in this format myself. And then we turn on the spine. Again, this is embossed, a bit like the Force Awakens one. And then you can see as well, Blu Fans 47. Again, nothing on the bottom or the top. That's typical of Blu Fans. Then we look on the back and we've got another great montage of images, double lenticular with all the main characters. So yeah, it's really nice. There's a really nice part there with C-3PO's hand is kind of protruding out. It's probably not picking up on the camera, but and also the gun over here is coming out of the lenticular. So yeah, some depth to it, but a few pop outs as well. So yeah, really nice. Okay, so we'll get the goodies out, and again, similar to the other one, it's a hard rigid box, really sturdy these, and say really nice addition from Blu Fans. And then on to the inside. So again, we get a little booklet, so we'll have a look at that in a bit. Now we also get one of these little cards and the steelbook as well, so we'll have a look at that in a second. Okay, so let's have a look at this first. So they didn't put as much effort into this one as the first. It says just number 47 exclusive, double lenticular edition. So you got Luke Skywalker on the front there. Turn it over and it's saying here that the edition is 852 of 1200. And obviously because this is Blu Fans, all the text is in Chinese. But it's got a nice texture to this, but yeah, they didn't really do much with this this card this time round, unfortunately. And then on to the steelbook. And again, this is a wonderful steelbook with a debossed border and then embossing on the Star Wars logo, and pretty much the same as the Force Awakens steelbook. Now, obviously the image here is slightly different. You've got Ray at the top this time with Luke to the side, to the left hand side. Now, I personally prefer the other configuration, but obviously this was used for promotional use as well. It's still a nice image. And you've also got some of the ships down the bottom there on that planet with the salt. That's it. So there's the spine, and then on the back we've got that nice image of Luke and Kylo Ren with Ray at the bottom. Open it up, and then we've got a bonus disc there. Take that out. Some artwork on the inside there, some nice images, and then we've got the 3D disc there, and then we've got the Blu-ray disc there with some Chinese text, and then so we've got the dark side on this side with some nice images. Not quite sure they put Luke Skywalker at the top there, but there we go. Obviously he's on this side as well, but yeah, a wonderful, and it's a gloss steelbook this as well. A wonderful steelbook from Blu Fans. And the last thing we get in this set is this nice sort of booklet. Nice sort of thick booklet here. Nothing really on the back there, to be honest, but but yeah, we'll flick through this. Now, unlike the other release, this one's obviously got some text in it, which is always nice to see. And while we're going through this, I'll just sort of give you my sort of thoughts on the film and my thoughts on the 3D. So yeah, I thought this was quite a brave film. It went in a very different direction. Yeah, I thought the change of character for Luke initially I thought was a mistake. But in hindsight, actually, I can see why it was done. Showing, you know, people do change as they get older, and I think he was affected very much by the events of what happened in the past. So I think it's got some fantastic sort of look to it. It's got some great sort of set, you know, pieces to it. But I didn't mind it. I've only seen it a couple of times. Probably do need to revisit it actually. But yeah, it's probably the weakest of the three films. This guy was really good. Adam Driver played the character very well, kind of very sort of conflicted character, didn't know whether he wanted to be good or bad, or he was sort of yeah, sort of struggling with himself, you know, so, which is very much like, you know, probably what people would be like. You know, it's not black and white, and very much of a sort of grey kind of character, you know. But yeah, we'll get on to the 3D, and then once again, you know, this is a fantastic 3D presentation. Look at that image, that's really nice. Yeah, a lot of depth to this. Really, you know, great experience in 3D. Sound is fantastic as well. So we've got the 4K of this, so you get the Atmos soundtrack on there, which is wonderful. But equally, you know, it's a good mix on the 3D and the Blu-ray as well. So yeah, I'll say I didn't mind this film. I know for a lot of people this is probably the worst film, you know, of them all. But I thought it was brave in its decisions. It tried to do something different. Okay, it didn't necessarily work out, but at least, you know, these were really good. These Goliath walkers, I thought they were quite cool. And this was a fantastic scene set on Crate, I think the name of the planet was. And I thought that was done really well. So yeah, it's a really nice book, a little bit of text at the start, but yeah, a nice presentation nonetheless. So guys, that was just a closer look at the film The Last Jedi and the edition that I have. Yeah, you know, I'd say it's an entertaining watch, but certainly not the best, you know, in the Star Wars saga. But yeah, it's a really nice edition. This, really lucky to have this one in my collection. Wonderful steelbook, wonderful lenticulars on both the front and the back. Really nice edition. So thanks for watching the video, guys, and next week I'll come back and we'll be looking at The Rise of Skywalker, the final film in the sequel trilogy. So yeah, look out for that video. We'll be just looking at a couple of editions that I've got for that film. Okay, so that's the end of the video, guys. Take care and see you in the next one. Bye now.